What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back today with another Dokkan battle video, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm a little disappointed in the Syn Shenron phase. So I did my first ever run on this. I was barely paying attention. I was actually somewhere else just setting up the team, seeing if the team worked, and in my very first run, we clobbered this with no items whatsoever. Check this out. So team record, see if it'll show me here. Come on, show me the record. There we go. No items. In fact, I think my health was just barely dented at that point. So the team we're using is the two. We're going to lead with the GT duo. We've got the Boo Saga duo. We've got Orange Piccolo. Now the one thing is Orange Piccolo here kind of becomes our MVP because Orange Piccolo, he's got guard, he stacks defense. And best of all, he's got that crazy active skill that works like the old Giant forms did. So he becomes an insane asset here. Now, I am also running this guy. I'm not completely sold on him, but so far he's done amazing amounts of dodging. He's been really good. Just for the most part, I kind of rotate him out whenever possible. Of course, we've got AGL Gohan because he's just must-have on all these teams. And as much as I dogged on this unit, Bulma has put in work. Bulma has really put in work. I am thoroughly impressed with this unit. I think she's way better than I gave her credit for. So we're just going to go ahead and get into the fight. And I'm going to show you guys how this is done. So this team, no big deal. Alright, so int phase. So the int phase and the AGL phase, essentially we're essentially just running out the clock. Everybody's just trying to build up their SAs. Everybody's just trying to build up their defense stacking. Defense stacking being the biggest thing that you want to do. If I recollect, I think they have to use super to stack defense. Let's see here. Greatly raises attack, greatly raises defense for 1 turn, make colossal damage to the enemy. Nope, they actually don't have to. But I'm still going to give them that. That'll work. Because the one thing is when we have Orange Piccolo in rotation, Piccolo has to stack, or has to get Usurper to stack his defense. So we're going to be acutely careful of all that. I just realized my hair is green screening out, and I apologize for that. I didn't check the white balance of my camera. But that's the main thing. That's the number one thing we got to watch out for is essentially getting him a Usurper so that he stacks his defense. Because he's going to be paramount to our final rotation. You'll see what I mean when we get to that. All right, gentlemen. Do your, I guess, best. 7.8 mil. These dudes put in work. I heard so much stuff about the 8th anniversary not being hype. Part 3 is the only part of this anniversary that I'm kind of like, okay, it's just, it is what it is. So far, everything else has been phenomenal. The units are great. Both the Carnival units and the anniversary DFELRs are great. Everything about this event has been fantastic, with the exception of Part 3. Part 3 is a little lackluster, but it's Part 3, you know, like, it is what it is. So, I've actually really enjoyed this anniversary. And I've been around since first anniversary. I started this channel, or started my first channel. Unfortunately, we broke off from that channel. But I started my first channel right around the beginning of, or right just before second anniversary. It's like right after JP's second anniversary. So, been around the block for a while with Dokkan. Alright. So, I'm going to put Piccolo. I need his Usurper, so we're going to put him there. I'm going to feed that up. Now, Bulma, I'm a little worried about. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and do that with her. We'll see what happens here. Bulma's active skill would be great if we can get it off. Her active skill is so amazing. But it's not mega important. The main thing I need her to do is just tank. Now, Piccolo's obviously in his element here. He's got type advantage. The thing I can do is I can just kind of put him in the line of fire and just let him stack his defense. That's the biggest thing with him, is just Stack that defense for the last stage. Biggest thing. There will be... Basically what I want to do is I want to wipe Syn Shenron out and then have Piccolo come in, or wipe the AGL phase here out and have Piccolo on the next phase. That was a big hit. That's all right. We can heal that. Boom. No big. That one I'm not worried about. His regular SA I'm a little worried about, but that one I'm not terribly worried about. And once again, that's something we can heal pretty easily. So we'll put Gohan in the front here. Gohan obviously going to put in work. I'll put the strength unit here on the back side. There's not a way to get there use super, and that's depressing. But notice we just about healed up all that health we just lost. So once again, not worried. I'm not 0% concerned. The one thing I do kind of hope for is ending this with ending it on this phase. So I really hope they get some crits and put in some work. So looking at y'all. Let's see what they got. Nice. Let's go. Not a super attack. There we go. What you got? Get another critical. Not a critical. 2.6 mil, though. Not bad. We got a fourth attack. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Let's go. Another 2.7 mil. Nice. Nice. And then they could probably finish this off if they get a critical. Let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. Not a critical hit. Okay. What you got there? Give us a crit. We need the crit. We badly need the crit. Not a crit. Not a crit. And that means Piccolo is not going to be... Well, yeah, no, there's just no way for Piccolo to be on the first rotation. That is truly unfortunate. We will have... Let's see... Man, this is a definite rock in the hard place situation. Let's do that... Man, this is bad. Piccolo's not going to stack defense on this turn. We are going to eat... I probably should have put Piccolo in the front, honestly. Yeah, in hindsight, I wish I'd put Piccolo in the front. That's okay. That is all right. So, double-digit damage, really not scared here. I love the fact he's still dodging. I love the fact he's still putting in work. Okay. 3.9 mil. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Love the fact he finishes off. The downside is now I've got to worry a little bit about the SA. So I've got to make sure that I am lined up for that SA. All right. Actually, you know, well, no, because I don't have the strength unit on this rotation either. So we'll put, let's see. I think Gohan will actually do the best tanking here, even though she's... She does reduce damage, but I think Gohan's still going to be better here. Guards all attacks for 7 turns with his heart. Randomly changes spheres to a certain... Blah, 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 blah. I don't necessarily want to use the Spirit Bomb, but I guess I could. I just worry they're going to take too much damage if we do that. So I'm not going to actually do that. I'm going to avoid that at all costs. I'm going to feed Gohan. I am going to go ahead and do... We'll do that with them. And... Actually, I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to do that with her. That'll be the right course of action, I believe. Okay. Gohan taking literally no damage. She took a bit. She actually took a bit. Losing her guard did actually do a little bit to her her tankiness, but that's okay. All right. But once again, I mean, it's 5-digit damage. Who cares at this stage of the game, right? Okay. In my prior run, in my first run, in my really good run, I did... a piece of fuzz on my shoulder drove me nuts. I did get Piccolo on this rotation, and that meant that I was able to do his giant form, and then he just tanked all the hits. Like, nothing happened. It was great. The crazy part is, if you actually do that, you get to see how much damage these units are actually tanking. And Syn Shenron, if you do not build up your defense, will hit for 500,000 every single turn, and he'll SA for 1,000,000. It's wild. So if you do not build up your defense, you are going to be at a major, major, major disadvantage. Now, not having Piccolo here, it hurts. It definitely isn't preferable. But I don't think it's the worst thing ever. Here we go. All right, Bulma, I'm really looking at you to tank some hits, girl. All right, there we go. Perfect. Once she got her SA off, she's fine. All right, cool. So I could do, we're getting SA'd again, so I'm going to go ahead and do it here. I'm going to have him eat those SAs. He doesn't really produce a lot of damage like this, but he will take a lot of hits, and that's really important here. So this is like the slowest part of the whole phase. When he's in this form, he has he's impenetrable, but see, that hit would have hurt. No matter who that was hitting, that would have been a hit that I did not want to take. So this is actually the perfect rotation for Piccolo to be giant form, as it turns out. So I prefer him on the first rotation just because that's most likely where Syn Shenron's going to just do the most damage. But we just got lucky on this one, actually. Notice, though, he's not really producing damage. He's just eating all of that damage that Syn Shenron would otherwise be just pulling out of his posterior. So, and bear in mind, these aren't SAs. These are base level attacks. So that's the amount of defense that these units stack from the start. So when you see a unit taking double-digit damage, bear in mind, they've dropped that down from 500,000. So units from the start of the game, they get one shot. I remember when, and I'm going to sound like a fogey here, but I remember back before the second anniversary when I don't think we had percentage leads at the time. I think we were still running off base key leads. You'd be lucky to get 200,000-300,000 in attack. I remember the first time we hit 1,000,000 attack power. You would do nuking showcases to kind of show off multi-million pound attacks, or multi-million pound. Oh, good grief, multi-million damage attacks. So yeah, there's a definite amount of. We're still not going to get that, are we? That's okay. That's okay. We'll do that. Because Piccolo's still going to need to stack it after this phase is over with. So if we drop down those orbs... Granted, I think Syn Shenron actually changes them up every turn. So maybe it won't matter. But still. Whatever. What's done is done, y'all. And like I said, this really isn't a turn to do damage. This is a turn to just wear out his stamina. Because all those really crazy SAs and everything, notice he's not doing them as much anymore. I think he'll start doing it again in a turn or two. But right now, we're just kind of wearing him out. It seems like he does, the first 2 turns, he does a lot of SAs. And then after that, he kind of chills out for a little bit. So he just doesn't have a lot of stamina. But when he starts doing him again, it's going to hurt again. But I don't think we'll get there. I think we'll wipe him out pretty fast now. All right. So Piccolo should return. Nope, we got one more turn. That's okay. You know what? Ain't mad about that. We'll do that. Like I said, I'm going to try to save as much of that green key as I can for him. Because it really doesn't matter what he does here. You know what? I'm not even going to let him SA in this turn. That'll be all right. So we dropped what, 1 bar-ish? You know, it's not an impressive amount of damage, but like I said, we're just wearing Syn Shenron out. Okay. And the main thing was, like I said, the entire point in Piccolo transforming is to soak up all of those essays that Syn Shenron does in those first 2 turns. If you can get Piccolo in the first rotation, you're in the best position. Turns out on the second rotation, it still ain't bad, so it be what it be. Call it what you will. Call it turtling behind Piccolo. I'm just good with the tactic. It just makes life easy. All right. There we go. Now we turn back to normal. And we do not have the passive skill for them yet. So what I'm going to do, let's see. Piccolo still has the most defense. I'll put him in the front. I'll give them that. And he's already got to use super, so we'll just do that. Now, the really nice part is if we do wind up eating a hit or two, that's heavy. We do have the revival here. We may actually get away with not using the revival, and that'll be awesome. But we'll see what happens here next turn. If Syn Shenron starts essaying again next turn, we could wind up needing the revival, but we actually might get out of this without even needing a revival if we're really lucky here. So 8 mil attack stat. Can we get a critical on this? Come on. Come on. We don't need it, but it'd be awesome. No, but 4.7 still very nice. Gentlemen, what you got? The damage is 4.17. Not bad. Not bad. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. I'm just going to sit back and watch them work. I adore watching them work. 3.5 mil without a crit. Let's go! Oh, man. Oh, man. Syn Shenron really made them mad, apparently. 4.6 with a critical. You love to see it. You love to see it. Now, we do have our int phase up here. But I'm not terribly concerned. He's got enough dodge in him. He should be okay. Fingers crossed. He got a critical with his hit, though. That ain't so bad. All right. So here we go. Now, we'll do the revival. Heck, we could even do the Spirit Bomb for what it matters. I'll be fair, though. I don't think we need the revival. I think, honestly, I probably messed up my whole mojo by doing the revival. We probably didn't need it. We probably could have finished it off if we had kept him. I may have just gotten greedy with the revival. That's okay. It is what it is. Everybody else has key. Gohan, show him what for. Gentlemen, put it to work. Let's finish this up. Let's take Syn Shenron out. Actually, it's a good thing I did the revival, so there you guys go. We actually wind up needing it. I'm actually very glad I did, as it turns out. So, here we go. Now we'll have full health. And we'll be out of mostly strength phase again, so nice. That's what I get for just go with my gut and not second-guessing myself. Because if I had second-guessed myself, we probably would have gotten clobbered. All right. That's also what I mean when I say his essay hurts bad. Oh! Well. Didn't expect that to hit so hard. Hey! And that is that! For No Items Run! Wrecked out! He's done! Like, comment, share, go run this yourself. I'll catch you guys on the next Dokkan Battle video.